That's a hard night in Tokyo. In this video, I'm gonna take you around Tokyo, show you what to avoid, and get down and dirty, visit some relatively inexpensive sites, and just have some fun in Japan's vibrant capital. This will be helpful for you if you have a relatively short amount of time here in this city. Konnichiwa, Tokyo. I'm in Shibuya. It's one of the popular areas. You might be staying in this area if you're staying in Tokyo. Stopped real briefly at the Family Mart, got some food. I needed some breakfast. This little bun filled with a sweet bean paste. And then this one here. This is another bun filled with pork. It's simple, it's easy, from a convenience store, and a quick fix to start your day. If you don't want to throw down the money on your hotel breakfast, try a convenience store. Those two buns, they sent me back 270 yen. This is Shibuya Crossing, or Scramble Crossing. It's right outside the Shibuya metro station, and at rush hour, up to 3,000 people cross here every time. You can cross normally in this pedestrian crossing, left to right, right to left. You can also shoot across diagonally. It's definitely Japan's busiest pedestrian crosswalk, and perhaps the world's busiest crosswalk, and should be top on your list when you visit Tokyo. If you want to come down here and people watch, well, the weekend at night is some of the best time to do so, when it's lit up by all the neon signs. And in its busiest moments, that's 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 to 9 o'clock, and in the evening around 5 to 6 o'clock when the people are getting off of work, and this intersection is ram-jammed. See that up there? That's Shibuya Sky. It's an observation deck up there at the top of that building. You can go up there, spend some money, get the big bird's eye view of this famous crossing, but in a short 1 day or 2 day visit of Tokyo, avoid this. Don't go there. Get down here on the pedestrian level. Or if you're in need of a coffee, go right over there to the Starbucks, pay for a cafe latte, whatever your fix is, a cold brew, and fight. Try to get a spot at the window to set up your camera and get a unique view from one floor up of the crossing. Or better yet, if you want to do something completely free at Shibuya Crossing that not many people know about, right there, that bridge leading through the metro station to Mark City. You can stand there for free, bring a camera with a slight zoom lens. I did that yesterday, and you can get right down there and get a great view of Shibuya Crossing. Let me introduce you to Hachiko, a famous Akita dog here in Japan, known for a story of loyalty and fidelity. He was born in 1923. His owner was a professor who every day came here to the station at Shibuya, and every afternoon when he came home from work, his dog Hachiko was here waiting at this very spot to greet his owner. However, one day his owner didn't come home, died of a brain hemorrhage, and Hachiko came here every day waiting for his owner, nonetheless, for 9 years, until his own death in 1935. They put up a bronze statue for him at the time. That statue was scrapped, as all the statues and everything were around the wartime, for its metal. But then after the war, they put up another statue, and it's been here since. It's a great story of faith and loyalty, and for the Japanese, Hachiko symbolizes that. After you know the story, when you're walking around Tokyo, you'll see his face, the symbol of Hachiko, more and more around this city. The Japanese love him and the story, and why not? What a great story. Arigato. Look at this, another convenience store and another stop. This time it's for black, unsweetened, roasted coffee. Perfect. They have everything you need in those places. Just look out for them when you're in need of water, beer, or coffee, or food. And right now, we're in the Center Gai, and this should be the next area on your list. Are you hungry? Well, what's a sightseeing visit to Tokyo without a stop for some? Arigato. Oh wow, that was great. Typical Japanese ramen noodle shop. I couldn't really speak much in there because it's tightly packed in there. Oh, it's terrible music. But what we had was an awesome ramen shop experience with those wheat noodles in with the pork broth, a little bit of pork, the seaweed, the green onions chopped up there, the egg as well. I also got 3 gyoza Japanese dumplings on the side, all that for 1,100 yen. And yeah, plenty of energy to see some more sights. Now you might be tempted when you're out sightseeing to just be tired and pop into a McDonald's or something like that, but avoid going to those American fast food chains. Get some ramen. It's been a staple of this country since the Chinese immigrants brought it over 100 years ago. It's Japanese soul food. This is also the Shibuya crossing. We're underground. This is the metro connection here. Whoa.
Cafe latte?
Arigato. Much better. About a 30-minute train ride later, we are at the Asakusa metro station. It was an easy little journey. Like, subscribing. Have you subscribed yet? If not, click that button down below. Join the community. Why are we in the Akusa district? Well, we're here for the Sansoji Buddhist temple, Tokyo's most famous, most popular, and oldest temple there is. Now, before you get to the temple, you'll pass through the gate here, and at this gate, there's the huge lantern in the middle. On the left, there's the god of thunder. On the right, the god of wind. And that massive lantern, supposedly, was donated by Panasonic. Right out of the metro station, you'll be on the Nakami's shopping street. It's filled with all these beautiful Japanese souvenir shops, street food places, restaurants, and it's definitely beautiful in here. Plenty of things to see and do, but you could get lost in here, spend like an hour or so, and in your short time in Tokyo, your sightseeing tour, you don't want to waste it all on this street. You want to get right down to the shrine, so avoid spending your time on the Nakami street and make it your time for the shrine. I'm really struck by the enormity of this temple here. It was reconstructed after the 1945 bombings. Not much of this complex remained after those bombings. There are a few temples that did remain, but this one was rebuilt. However, it is the oldest of those temples and shrines here on the complex. And the great thing about this temple, well, the cost, it's free. So you don't pay anything here, just throw in a little bit of money, make some prayers, do a little worship there, and make some well wishes. But roam around here, and it's a place to come, relax, a little bit of peacefulness. All around here, there are these gardens, statues, different Buddhas to look at, and different temples and structures to admire. Before you pass through the gate and onto the main temple, over here off to the left, you'll find Fudo-san, and this little guy right here, he's supposed to help you heal. Wherever you touch him, it's supposed to heal that part on your body. So I'm just gonna touch him all over. There we go. Oh, I feel better already. Over here, you'll see all these boxes. They look like post office boxes or something, but you spend 100 yen and you pull out a card, and that tells you your fortune. Good fortune? No, but
No, you have to tie it here, yeah?
if it's a good fortune, well, you're in good luck. If it's a bad fortune, like my friends here, you have to tie it to these rods, and hopefully good luck will come later. Now, honestly, I think these side streets just off to the side of the Sensushi temple are probably more exciting than the temple itself, and definitely the heart and soul of this area. And one of the interesting side streets here is this one here. It's a wooden shopping street, and all of these shops lining, flanking the street. This is Hoppy Street right here, another cool street, and a street that's lined out with bars and little restaurants, so you can get your drink on, you can get some food as well. And don't get me wrong, I love temples, I love the cathedrals in Europe, it's the temples in Thailand as well, but after a while you get bored of those things and you want to get out and just explore the side streets. And this is the aptly named Orange Street. Again, more shopping along this place here. Get some orange juice if you want as well. My pro tip, well, it's to come down here to the Sumida Park and the Sumida River, sit and relax, bring a lunch, bring a couple of beers down here, watch the boats go by. There's that Asahi building and that golden turd over there. Well, it's actually a golden flame. It looks like a golden turd. But here you get a great view of the Tokyo super tree. And in the springtime, you get all these cherry blossoms coming from the trees here. It's definitely the place to be. So avoid all those side streets and the temple. After 30 minutes or 1 hour, avoid hanging out in there for too much longer and get down here and relax. I mean, come on, just look at this view right here. This is a perfect way to spend some time. And this is the Asahi Tower right next to the golden turd. I know I said avoid going up to the Shibuya sky at Scramble Square, but this is something different. We're gonna go up here. It's a tower, a physical beer tower, and a treasure awaits at the top.
Arigato.
はい、おーおーおー、あ、
おう
おーおーおーおー、あ、
Arigato.
トレイ。
And look at this, we have a beer with a view, the whole Sumida River down there. You can see the temple off in the distance. You can see the sky tree out that way. You can see Sumida Park. It gives you a whole almost 360-degree view of Tokyo. The beer's a little bit expensive, but come on, it's the Asahi Tower with the $1 million view. There's much more to come in this Tokyo sightseeing tour, so stick with me. If you've been appreciating this video so far, please give it a thumbs up. Click down below. Also, if you want to support me making all these videos, consider giving a super thanks as well. We are back out where we started in the Shibuya area. We're more towards the northern end, and around here there's all these upper end shopping stores across the street over there at the exit of the metro. I'm gonna drop the link to all these places down below in the description so you can check them out. But right around here, around the corner of the Hermes store and the Rimowa luggage store, there's a place we gotta go. It's these little side streets here. What you wanna ideally do is get down here before it gets too dark, unlike today, and just explore these little side streets. It's just worth walking through. It's not the kind of busy Tokyo that you'd expect. It's more like a quiet neighborhood. Coming along here at the end of a long day, I think there's a place you're going to enjoy. Now let's go find it. It's the Roastery. Let's get some coffee.
We have two types of espresso beans and original chai, lemonade.
You're gonna need something like this after sightseeing all day in Tokyo. He had Indonesian beans or these Peruvian beans, and they were roasted. He looked on his phone to look at what the roast date 3 days ago. So freshly roasted, and you can taste the difference here. And they're doing it right now. You can hear the machine hum away, and that odor, that perfume of roasted coffee beans. Avoid going to places like Starbucks, those chains. I mean, why would you want to do so when you have places like this? You just walk down this street right here. It's called Cat Street, right off the main street. It's this hipster street. You'll pass the Ray-Ban shop, and right there, you have a cup of goodness. Now, to spend the perfect one-day itinerary in Tokyo, I recommend you to avoid those loud and nutty bars. If you want to do something great, something perfect in your one day sightseeing around Tokyo, I have the right spot for you. Just next to the Shibuya metro station, come down to this little quaint area called Nanbei Yokocho, aka Skinny Bar Street. And there are two little alleys here filled with all these little tiny bars that can only seat about 6 to 7 people maximum. They're little bars ram-jammed in these two lanes. You can come down here and find the right bar that suits you. Pop in there, don't be shy, get some food. They're these traditional Japanese type bars called ichikayas. This area used to be the corporate headquarters for the Tokyo train operating system, but now it's just filled with all these cool little bars. This is a perfect way to end your Tokyo day sightseeing. If you just have one day here in Tokyo, do it and end it here. And click on this video right up here. It's another video I think you're going to enjoy.